guys, welcome to Real Estate Live. My name is Michael Lemke.
Hi everyone, my name is Mata.
How are you doing today, Mata?
Good, how about yourself?
I'm doing all right. Ready to get started. I think we have some good buyer tips to go over today.
True. Home buyer tips, the do's and don'ts.
Yep.
Very good topic. Let's dive in.
Cool. So buyer tip number 1 is to be prepared and knowledgeable about your financial situation.
Couldn't agree more. It's very important that you know exactly what your monthly payment in a range, right? Because the lender's going to be able to tell you exact numbers, but at least have a range of what you're going to be paying monthly.
Yeah, and I think giving the lender a specific address so they can look up the tax rate, kind of see what your escrow payment is going to be like, what your actual monthly payment is going to be like is super important advice.
So if you're here in Katie's huge.
Yep.
If you're looking on the north side, southwest side, we can pull up an MLS listing, we can put up taxes, and then the lender can provide you with those numbers.
Yeah, so you get exact, and then you can also kind of figure out how much you're going to bring to the table.
Yep.
But with having someone local and look up those numbers, that leads us to our second tip, which is to also be knowledgeable about the area that you're looking.
Of course, I would not do any business in Splendoria, New Caney, Galveston, because I do not work those areas.
Yeah, so it's important for your agent to look up the local market conditions for you.
Right.
So that you know kind of what's going on in the market, if houses are on the market 2 days with crazy offers, if houses are getting kind of 97% list price, sales price. You can kind of dive into a couple different things there with local market conditions with your agent.
I couldn't agree more. That leads us to our next tip is utilizing the tools and resources available to the consumers online.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're using Zillow, shame on you.
Don't. Stop. Just stop now.
Go to HAR.
HAR.
Use HAR.
Yep, use HAR. HAR has the most up-to-date information. So it is connected directly to the MLS. So it does get, I think it updates probably about every 20 minutes or so, which is nice.
Yep, and it's very updating. It's very modern.
Yep.
Kind of leads us into our next tip is now for my listings, and I know you do for your listings, is providing a virtual tour video for that listing. So if I get it, if you guys are at work, want to look at the listing, get that link, send it over to you, and it's a pretty nice video.
Yeah, I think some agents do the Matterport, some agents do a video. I prefer the video. I feel like it gives a better kind of feel as you're walking through. The Matterport's kind of a little bit clunky to me, but I think that they both have really good merits with the virtual tour. It lets you see it before and get the flow of it before you actually get to step foot in it.
Has a very good flow to it.
Yep, I love it. So what's the next one? It's going to be ready to act quickly. So I think that this kind of piggybacks off of the first one with being knowledgeable about finances and all that. If you know kind of what your payment range is, then you can pull the trigger when the right house pops up.
And a lot of it we do is, have a proper buyer consultation, know the expectations, so you're more comfortable making a decision when you're on the spot.
Yeah, know what expenses are coming up, have an inspector that you kind of know or that the agent knows and trusts, know earnest money, option fee, kind of the timeline on closing, all that good stuff.
Negotiations.
Yep, how negotiations go, a timeline on how quickly people respond or won't respond, kind of talk about all that through.
And after you see a couple of things, you're going to get to know that, some houses stay longer in the market because they're overpriced right now. So the houses are priced correctly, are in decent shape, if people have taken care of them, they're still getting multiple offers. I'm at least seeing 2 or 3. Yeah,
I think that's kind of leads into the next one of be persistent, but also be patient, right? So the right house will come along. Sometimes people have more than one right house because there are houses that, they all fulfill your needs, right?
Yeah.
But be patient, but be persistent, right? So just because you don't get one house with multiple offers because you loved it, someone else loved it too, they were just willing to pay more, that just happens, right? So continue to be persistent and don't get too down when that happens.
Don't be impatient.
Yes.
It leads into the next. Don't be impatient. Don't get desperate and have to, for example, forego your home inspection just to try to win an offer.
Yep.
A lot of times we hear it. There's a lot of things that could be found in the home inspection that people maybe forego their home inspection and then they found out later that it turned out to be a big problem.
Right. And I think really you can still have your inspection period and just be kind of cognizant of the fact that it's going to be for big items, right? So it's just going to be kind of like, okay, is this a much bigger task or much more to take on than we thought? Instead of nitpicking and asking for little things to be repaired, money back, things like that. So you can kind of gauge the situation on what route you're going to go, but always have it inspected because you just don't know. It's a huge purchase.
Right.
I think that's spending $300, $400, $500, $600 depending on how big, where, all that good stuff for an inspection. Is definitely worth it.
Yep. And I think that sums it up. And staying informed with the current market updates, interest rates change on a day-to-day basis.
Yep.
Making sure you understand exactly what the market you're interested in buying is doing, month to month. Working with a professional. Is there anything you need to add?
No, just like, follow, subscribe. We'll be posting these more regularly now, I think. So follow for the next one so you get an alert. But other than that, follow our social medias. We're going to put them down below somewhere. Haven't decided yet, but we'll see y'all next time.
Have a good day, everybody.
See you guys.